Hello there everyone, this is Iron Mark III and welcome back to Botch. To Botch. That is, again, the acronym for the base of the coward, but to Botch. Oh, thank you. I don't really think that that's a good name for this base, but I've not been able to come up with any other ones either, so I'm a little bit stumped. I admit the temptation was there to call this place Facility 5, but that wouldn't have been very original considering the previous base was Facility 4, so yeah, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, this time I'm going to continue with my efforts to improve my various systems, considering I've actually got... That was fast. I've got logistics and things going on. Let's go. But something else I also did between the videos is I've done this. I've reworked the red production into a full-scale industrial output. It produces them far faster than I can actually research them. And it's doing lovely things to my research speed, in fact. So yes, there is that. Though I guess the main thing I want to do today is I want to actually get some proper smelting plants up and running. Oh! Since when could I mine those? Well, that makes things much easier. I was planning to research to get a shotgun to get rid of some of those, but, you know, I guess I don't have to. Right. Honestly, I'm kind of starting to wean off the idea of building an entirely combustion-based factory. That was more of a, hey, let's do this, it'll be cool kind of thing. And I don't know if it'll be that nice anymore. But I can give it a whack, I suppose. Let's pull these things up and actually make it then. I actually worked out this pattern in, what was it? I think it was about 2 bases ago now that I actually built this. Yeah, about 2 bases ago. When I built a section which was just a combustion-based refinery arrangement. Entirely for... Oh, it was my initial facility for producing iron plates, as I remember correctly. And yes, I am pretty sure it was that. So yes, it was a facility for iron plates. The problem is to do it with combustion. I keep saying combustion. The problem is to do it with a burner-based setup. You've got to take into account that you need to build a whole load of... Ooh. Better tech. You need to build a whole load of burner inserters if you're going to do that kind of thing. What do I want? Might as well get electronic assembler. I don't even know what that's going to do. But I don't have greens right now. Okay, the big problem with this kind of thing is that you have to feed every single inserter with 1, 2, 3 with coal to keep it actually operational. So that is the big problem with it, really. Let's do it like that. Yep. And that means you've got to have this entire crisscross arrangement going on, feeding extra coal into the entire arrangement. And those are backwards. Yeah, you've also got to get it right. That is another big thing. You've got to get it right, even more so than with regular inserters, which is like, oh, whoops, I've just done that by accident kind of thing. But the thing is, there's a lot more inserters and things involved. I'm going to need 1, 2... Hang on. 2, I think? 1, 2... Yeah, I need another splitter. Right. With a burner-based setup like... Hey, I got it right, actually. Yeah, with a burner-based setup, it is a case of you've got to keep things all fueled up and ready to go, which means you actually need to get logistics tech first, since that would let you actually, you know, build splitters and things, which are such a huge help. Give me walls, please. They're such a huge help, because otherwise you've got to try and get the entire thing just pinwheeling back and forth. Though, actually, you could do that, but then you've got nowhere to actually unload these furnaces to, which is another big problem with it being a large, efficient and automated production chain. Wow, this is going fast. Ultimately, it'll only produce alloy, might as well. It'll only produce until it's got all its furnaces full, and then it'll stop. And that is the big problem with producing an automated smelting system. You want to get the product out of it. You don't want to keep running over to it and get everything, you know, just, oh no, I've run out and I've not supplied my machines. I've got to do all this by hand, and that's not the idea. The idea of Factorio is to automate. That's burned through that pretty quickly, hasn't it? Also need tunnels. Yep, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, automation is the name of the game. You've got to automate, otherwise it's just not going to work right. And it'll also be very short-lived in its usefulness as well. I've got to mention that. A short-lived usefulness is not that great. That'll do it. Then I just need to pull one off there and get the conveyors actually plugged into it. There we go. That's why I've done this. These cross feeds here are feeding coal into these burners, which will be unloading the actual product, which is going to be iron plates. Excuse me. These will be unloading the iron plates onto these side belts, but they need fuel themselves, which is why they've got an extra burner here, which is also going to be burning to produce the power needed to do that. And there's no way around it. But that's just how it is with this kind of setup, unfortunately. You've got to use the burners to feed the burners, and that will keep everything just ticking over and operational. Just pull this up. There we go. I'm not planning to expand it beyond this size, by the way. So this is just the proof of concept kind of thing. It'll keep me supplied for a while, at least. As you can see, it's already starting. It'll keep me supplied for a while, but it's because of how bulky it is. What can I do next? Huh? Electric binding drill Mark II. Mining 2.7. Large area effect mining. Oh, this is from the mining drill upgrades. Nice. I still don't know half of what I'm doing with all this stuff. Oh, greenhouse. I definitely need that. Grow trees. Yeah. And yeah, that's another problem. If you flood the line with too much iron ore straight off, it actually clogs up the inserters and they can't fuel themselves up. Because they grab the iron ore first. Yeah. I'm just going to dump stuff into these. Okay, that's all my spare stuff dumped. Okay. As you can see, this is producing a fair bit of iron, and it's all going straight into the research labs and all that stuff. So, hooray, it's doing great. It's producing stuff. Though, admittedly, this is actually less than I had refining before. And that's because the main problem with this is the bulk of it, as well as the problem of getting coal everywhere. It's just too big, too bulky. I mean, a single furnace has got all these supporting lines and inserters just keeping it all functioning. And honestly, while you can do it this way, I don't really see... Ooh, is that a fast, long-handled inserter? That's nice. While this is an interesting setup, it's very mechanical, it doesn't require electricity. which is another thing I was working on, then it's just too big, too slow, too complex. If you had blueprints, you could lay it out really quick, but you don't for a long time. And by the time you get to blueprints, quite frankly, such a combustion-based... I've gone back to combustion, haven't I? Such a burner-based production chain, making all of your stuff is obsolete. There's no nicer way to put it. It is, quite frankly, obsolete, because it is just so much quicker and simpler to actually make it without relying on all of those inserters and things, just slowing things down. Now, there is actually another problem, and that problem is the sheer amount of pollution. Burners and things, they produce a ton of pollution because they burn so much excess energy off while they're in operation. So burner drills and things, I mean, look at this. It's red and it's spreading all over. It's spreading over most of the known map. And it's all coming actually from this cluster of burner drills down here for the most part. Though there is another pollution hotspot just over here because of this particular one for the copper as well. It's not great. Yeah, the single drill for for stone is doing just fine. My copper lines are actually saturated because I've actually kind of overdone it. At this stage, I would normally be churning out factories and things like that, and I'm not. I really am not. And that is actually meaning I've got all these resources being made and I'm not doing anything with them. Why have you stopped researching? Oh, you've researched it, okay. Right. Should I get better drills? Well, it depends what you call better drills, doesn't it? What do these do? Chemical processing goes cobalt to batteries? Sure, okay, research that. Yeah, it seems that all the mods have actually messed with the tech tree quite a bit. So, I'm not entirely sure what goes where anymore. I do know that particular processing thing was not required to get batteries originally, but it is now. So, yeah, that sucks. I think. I'm not entirely sure. I've not got anything to judge it by. Yeah, die, you stupid rock. You're dead. Fine. Now then, next step in production chains. That's not a rock, okay. The next step in production chains is to actually build more factories. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to get 1, 2, 3, yep. 3, 4, 5, 6. Because my next big production project is actually to get green tech rolling. This series is slightly nuts, as I got red tech in the first episode, and I might be getting green tech in the second, if I can keep the pace up, but I'm not sure if I can or not. Okay, that's chemical processing. Wait, air compressors? What the heck does a compressor do? Compressed air? Nitrogen, which goes into ceramics, which goes into... What? I do not understand any of this at all. Oh well, at least I've got greenhouses, which... hang on. Requires seedlings and water. I can create seedlings from wood. So I could actually set this up to produce... Wait a second, I need glass. Where do I get glass? Glass? I need glass. Where's glass? Tin plate, silver plate, lead plate. Glass from quartz, silicon ore. Is that? No, that's tin. Oh, quartz. Okay, so I need stuff from up here? What's a chemical furnace and metal mixing furnace? I don't have a clue what those things are either. But it seems I need something to mine over here. Let's just grab a burner drill. Actually, I need coal. I don't have enough transport belts to lay this out. Actually, that's proving pretty darn effective, that new arrangement. Okay, bunch of coal. Need a chest. Grab a wooden chest. Nothing special. Oh, I already had one. Whoops. And let's start mining for quartz. Okay, sure. Let's get some quartz out. Which is then smelted into glass. Okay, that means I need a bunch of stuff. Let's build it like that. Let's dump that into there. And that will produce for me quartz. So that'll just refine it straight into glass. Okay. So that's glass going to be turning up from up there in a bit. But that'll let me build a greenhouse, and the greenhouse will let me produce trees. Sorry, not trees, wood. And if I'm producing wood, then I can make circuit boards without having to feed in extra stuff. Effectively. Okay. Inserters and transport belts. Easy peasy peasy. Well, the transport belts are, at least. Let's put those in there. Use that. Actually, that's in the wrong place, so I need to pull this one back slightly. Yeah, that'll do it. No, there. Thank you. Sheesh. Okay. I find that the need for 1, 2, 3 goes to there. The need for actual having conveyor belts in this makes a nice little cap for this kind of arrangement. It just needs a feed of raw iron to get into it, like that. Though I do need a bunch more inserters, yep. But once you've fed it with raw iron, then it'll just keep going for a long, long time. Let's just tunnel it under here. Sure. Oh no, I need that pole there. This might actually be a slight problem. Oh no, it's not. I can just reroute some things down here. Just get that there. Get this there. Reroute the copper line like so, and then just straighten that line out. And there we go. One feed of iron going to nowhere because I don't have the right stuff for it. Yep, that's kind of typical, that. There we go. And once I get these powered and fueled up, this is going to produce all of the transport belts my factories need. Okay. That's that one done. Now I just need to make for me the inserters, which is iron plate plus... Okay, it takes only 0.5 to make one of those. So that's fine there as well, so long as I reverse the flow. 1, 2, 3, 1. And that, yep, okay. Darn it, I'm out of conveyors already. And that needs to be in my next project, actually. Get conveyor production up and running. Let's insert... Oh, of course, right. Okay. I actually need to produce next level automation, which requires electronics, if I remember correctly. No, that wasn't it. Automation 2, here we go. Oh, it actually requires electrolysis. No, wait, that's electronic assembly machine. What? Automation goes to automation 2. Do I already have automation 2? Oh, I do. But it requires something extra. The hell is that? Here we go. Basic electronic component, which requires tin and carbon. What? Tin and carbon? Let's see. Rubber, carbon, coal plus water. Okay, that's made in Oh, okay, that's made in one of those odd smelters I spotted. Okay. That's the carbon, where's the tin? Solder. Tin. Okay, here we go, tin. Just tin ore, right. I think I have some there. Yep, I do. Okay. Seriously? This has made things a bit more complex. Just a tad. Still, at least I've got some tin ore right here, so I can do something about it moderately quickly. No, not there. Okay. Right, this little doodad will make me some tin. As long as I keep it supplied with coal. There we go. Okay. Tin being produced. I can't make level 2 assembly machines without that. Wow, they've really ramped this up, haven't they? Can't make those. Let's see. Is there anything else I need for inserters while I'm at it? There is not, it's just those. Okay. Right. If I expand the feed line here for iron... Actually, I needed to anyway, I think, because these need it? Yep, those need it. Okay. That'll feed iron to both of the producers there. That for inserters and that for transport belts. Okay. I still need to invert that particular arrangement now. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. Right. I need another factory up here as well. And this one will produce the actual stuff. This one will produce the actual circuits. So to find them. Where have they gone? Oh, here we go. Basic circuit board, which is 1 wood and 3 copper wire. Okay. I need more intermediate factories, it seems. Okay. To make that, I need 1, 2, 3. I need 1 there. I need 2 of those making the copper wire to keep up with a 0.5 second production schedule. Like that. And that. Okay, those will do it. So much for getting this done in second episode, eh? Okay, and that'll just feed straight into there. That's fine. Those will be the unload points. Okay, and I'll need reds for the loading points, which is just as well since I've just researched the red fast inserter, but that requires more advanced parts. Jeez. Okay, yeah. Those will handle loading for when I actually get some copper down here. And I'm out of flipping hell. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, that is also all the time I've got for this particular video, so this will have to be completed in the next session. I can't actually see this getting done in the next 5 minutes or so, because I also need to produce greenhouse and the rest of the malarkey that it requires, so yeah. This has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you for watching. I've spent this entire time just trying to puzzle out the mods. I've not actually tried to think of a new base name, so this is still to botch. So yeah, so I'll see you next time in To Botch on Factorio. Bye bye.